Today I'm going to talk about my books, Melvi.
Everyone who is new here. So she's Akansha. She's the new author, and she's an engineer and MBA. And except then, she also holds a certificate in psychology and child psychology. So, and she has, as an author, she has published yet 4 books, I guess. Yes.
4 book, 5th book is in with publisher.
Okay, 5 books. So from being an engineer to have a MBA degree, then psychology, child psychology certificates, then how you thought of being an author?
Okay, so I'm engineer and I will be like engineer like always. So mainly मेरा जब मैं book start की, so I was writing on a book child trauma.
Okay.
So that was the reason I started I did child psychology and then psychology. So जो मेरा बुक है, ये जो बुक है, ये मेनली एक ट्रॉमा बेस्ड पे है, द गर्ल हु गेट लाइक किडनैप्ड एज अ चाइल्ड. सो इसी कारण से मैंने मतलब साइकोलॉजी रीड किया बिकॉज आई हैव टू राइट फॉर दिस बुक ओनली.
Okay, being an engineer and everything. So other than that, what sparked your interest? Engineer, MBA. So what sparked your interest for being an author? Was your psychological when you were doing सब psychological जब आप अपना सर्टिफिकेट ले रहे थे तब आपको ऐसा लगा कि मुझे बुक भी लिखनी चाहिए इस चीज के ऊपर. So was that your journey, the psychology once being an author?
हाँ, तो book writing was always my main goal, you can say. मैंने थिएटर्स किया, एक्टिंग भी बहुत सारे कुछ वर्कशॉप्स किए, सीखा. तो इट वाज ऑलवेज समवेयर इनसाइड मी देयर वाज अ स्टोरीज which I want to write. तो मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि मैं स्टोरी को कैसे प्रेजेंट करूँ. And that was the reason, like from there I got the inspiration कि मुझे बुक लिखना है. तो when I started writing a book, मतलब प्रॉब्लम्स आए मुझे बुक्स लिखने में, जो भी. So that time मुझे लगा कि साइकोलॉजी इज अ थिंग. जब मैं कैरेक्टर्स बना रही हूँ या जो भी राइट कर रही हूँ, एवरीवन हैज सम ट्रॉमास. अगर कोई हीरो है, विलन है या जो भी इश्यूज है, even when I too have some traumas because as a human everyone has some issues. तो वो कैरेक्टर को जब डिफाइन कर रही हूँ, उसका बैक स्टोरी लिख रही हूँ, तो उस सिचुएशन में मुझे लगा कि साइकोलॉजी इज अ मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग. एंड एज अ एक्टर ऑल्सो जब मैं कैरेक्टर्स करती हूँ या कुछ भी सिचुएशन करती हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है कि साइकोलॉजी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट प्ले करता है कैरेक्टर को बिल्डअप करने में, उसको ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने के.
Okay, so you being an actor, so was that also a reason कि आपकी जो मोस्ट बुक्स है उसमें स्ट्रॉन्ग फीमेल कैरेक्टर्स के बारे में आप लिखते हैं? सो क्या वो चीज भी एक वो रीजन है कि आप स्ट्रॉन्ग फीमेल कैरेक्टर्स के बारे में लिखना पसंद करते हैं?
यस. तो मेरी अभी जैसे मैंने 4 बुक्स लिखी है, 5th इज विद पब्लिशर. मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इस मंथ के एंड में वो मतलब आ जाएगी. तो ऑल आर ऑन फीमेल. तो इवन मैंने जो एक्टिंग में कैरेक्टर्स किए हैं या जो दे आर मोर फीमेल ओरिएंटेड, लाइक बिकॉज आई फील मतलब एज अ फीमेल ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट टू बी प्रेजेंट माई सेल्फ एज अ मोर स्ट्रॉन्ग. मतलब फीमेल की पार्ट को मतलब क्या क्या कहते हैं उसको. आई एम बिट नर्वस. आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड मॉर्निंग कि मैं थोड़ी नर्वस हूँ. तो जब भी मैं जो फीमेल्स इश्यूज फेस करती है and we as a female have lots of roles to play in our life. So and each stages either मैंने अपनी मतलब मदर को देखा हो and surrounding में फ्रेंड्स को, so they have their own issues which they face. So मुझे एक सजेस्ट किया था कि जो men होते हैं जे achieve, they get every time, every stage they gain something. Whereas the female जो होती है every time they lose something. Like when a female get married, she lose her family and then go to new family. जब उसके बेबीज होते हैं तो उसकी बॉडी फिगर में उसमें काफी चेंजेस आते हैं. तो एवरी टाइम शी लूज समथिंग एंड देन डिफरेंट फीमेल हैव डिफरेंट वे टू हैंडल दैट थिंग. कुछ बहुत स्ट्रांगली आ जाती है, कुछ उतनी स्ट्रांग नहीं आ पाती है. सो तो मुझे बहुत लोगों ने कहता था लाइक सम टाइम ऑफ लाइक सम पार्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ कि ये क्यों नहीं डिसीजन, ये तो बहुत इजी था, ऐसा कर लेती या वैसा कर ली. लेकिन हर किसी में उतना, हर कोई इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं होता है डिसीजन मेकिंग के लिए. तो दैट इज व्हाट माय स्टोरी इज, कि उसमें हर स्टार्टिंग में इट इज द फीमेल हु आर वीक at the end of the story they become very strong. And all my books is of different age group की female है. जैसे कि जो मेरा first book है, that is Unscripted Dream. This book, it is about a female who is 56-year-old housewife, मतलब बिल्कुल typical housewife है, and very happy family और like हमारी mother and all, and that age she decide कि मुझे actress बनना है, like at the 50. तो it was very much against and she became at the end. और वो इस जनरेशन के लोगों से मिलती है, 18 years 19 year old के लोगों से, उसको पता चलता है कि वो कितनी ऑर्थोडॉक्स हो चुकी थी with time and she need a change too. And then like तब उसका ये सेकेंड जो बुक है मेरा, शी इज अ लेडी हु इज 30 years. तो उसका प्रॉब्लम है, शी इज अ मदर ऑफ, और अब उसको रीस्टार्ट करना है. तो उसको बहुत तरह उसका प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है कि भाई फैमिली है, मदर बनूं या फिर अपना ड्रीम फॉलो करूं. तो दैट बैलेंसिंग थिंग. एंड दिस इज अ कैरेक्टर जो मेरा जो मेन अभी लेटेस्ट बुक है वो है कि चाइल्ड ट्रैफिकिंग पे है, एंड इट इज ऑन more on abuse and physical abuse. तो ये थोड़ा डेप्थ में है उस चीज का. And this is a non-fiction book. This is also on female. So I have collected like सारे जो वेद है हमारे, वेद हो गए, पुराण हो गए, इंडियन माइथोलॉजिकल बुक तो नहीं कह सकते, जो हिस्ट्री है हमारी, रामायण महाभारत. तो हर बुक में मेनली हम जो फीमेल कैरेक्टर जानते हैं वो सीता हो गई, द्रौपदी हो गई, और उसी से डिफाइन किया जाता है कि लड़कियों को किडनैप कर लिया गया, एंड देन जो भी उनके साथ द्रौपदी के साथ जो भी हुआ चीरन. तो उस कैरेक्टर को ज्यादा एम्फसाइज करने के कारण जो बहुत सारी फीमेल्स है, जो स्कॉलर्स हैं जो हमारे टाइम की, उन पे एम्फसाइज नहीं करते. तो many people don't know, like लोपामुद्रा हो गई, कारगी हो गई, so they don't know who are these females. Okay. So this is I have selected 108 females है इसमें, हमारी हिंदू माइथोलॉजी से, मतलब हिंदू हिस्ट्री से, जो आपको पता चलेगा कि how much they have played role in different area of life. Some are good mother, some are good wife. So सबका चेंज होते रहता है. मतलब इम्पोर्टेंट, मतलब क्या कहते हैं, दे हैव देयर ओन एरिया. हर कोई जरूरी नहीं परफेक्ट फीमेल हो जाए, हो सकता कोई बहुत अच्छी माँ हो, और हो सकता कोई अच्छी स्कॉलर हो. तो हमें डिफाइन नहीं करना चाहिए फीमेल को जैसे हम करते हैं, क्या तुम ये तो अच्छा खाना नहीं बना रही है, ये तो.
An epic of goddesses and women of Jambudvir. It's a non-fiction but a blend of mythology and fiction. It's a fiction book, right? Blending of mythology.
No, it is completely non-fiction.
Okay, it's a non-fiction. Okay. Were you nervous while writing this book, because a mythology, or we can say Indian history, is a very sensitive topic regarding this. We all are very sensitive. We don't want to be, change the facts in a wrong way. So were you having any hurdles, or were you having second thoughts while writing this book?
No, because I've read so much, means like since childhood I am very much fascinated with this our mythology and our cultural books. So I know what I am writing, from where I am writing. It is not like I am like in my mind something happened and I've thought it and I've seen some serial and then I've written it. I've genuinely read the books and then I found कि हाँ जो मैं लिख रही हूँ वो बिल्कुल सही होना चाहिए, मैनिपुलेटेड नहीं होना चाहिए. बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट टू मैनिपुलेट आवर हिस्ट्री, क्योंकि ये मेरा नहीं है किसी का कि मेरा पर्सनल बुक है, मेरा फैंटेसी बुक है, तो ऐसा नहीं था. तो दैट इज अ थिंग. जो भी है ये मैंने इस पे मेंशन भी किया है कि मैंने कहाँ से उसे लिया. इफ आई हैव टेकन इट फ्रॉम देवी पुराण, और इफ आई हैव टेकन इट फ्रॉम भागवत गीता, वेयर आई हैव टेकन इट. So it is not something कि मैं nervous हूँ, क्योंकि ये already written है and I know it is correct what I have written.
Okay, that's really good, because we all know that how if we write some mythology book or about Indian history, so if a little facts also get a little manipulated, so how backlash we get. So other than that, you have a psychology degree, so how does your psychology degree helps you in writing your character?
It helps me a lot. I have told you I have did psychology only to write a character. Okay. Not as an author. Like author, मतलब मुझे लगा था कि मैं आगे चल के कभी author बनूंगी किसी टाइम पे, लेकिन जब मैं एक्टिंग करती हूँ तो कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं, उसको भी साइकोलॉजिकली उसको फ्रेम करने में, जो एक्टर्स हो गए, जो डायरेक्टर एक्टर्स, उनको पता होगा कि उनको फ्रेम करने में आपका रीजन होना चाहिए क्यों हो रहा है जो हो रहा है, करेक्ट. सो दैट वाज द रीजन. तो साइकोलॉजी मुझे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लगा, और मुझे बहुत हेल्प करता है, नॉट इन राइटिंग ओनली, इट्स माई इन माई पर्सनल लाइफ ऑल्सो. Also, I have like parallelly, when I was not working since 3-4 years, I was not working. I was completely in writing book.
Okay.
So I was doing life coaching also. So there it also helped. As a life coach, it helped me to help people, and that is also the main goal of my life. It is not like only name, fame. I want to genuinely help people, because in 2020, when the COVID came, I realized like we are running for name and fame, but there's more than that. Life is beyond that. What if like we are losing people for name and fame? So many things we like in our society we can see. So I got to like, that is the main purpose. Even whenever I will be becoming actress, or if I get a fame and people so first purpose will be to help people who need help, of course. So any trauma type. So that is the thing, like my goal of the life.
Okay, that's really very good to help people. And you have done psychology, you are being an actor, being an influencer, really going to help people. And you're writing book also, people will be inspired from it.
Yes,
so that's a
start there. Which I like in 6 months I have planned. So all will be on females. Different way of their life, different stages of life and the issues. So I have like researching on that also.
Okay, that's really good. So was there any problem or any issue you faced while writing your first book?
Yes. My first book, which is so thin, you can see this is so thin. It took 2 years. 2 years. I have written every day that book. Even I didn't got like 2 years has gone. I mean, suddenly I realized, oh my god, my life 2 years is gone. Now, like, and it is still not perfect. Whenever I read it, I feel it is not perfect. It means I need to change it. And then I started, in the middle of this book, I started my second book. Means I was so stuck, you can say writer block. I was not getting what to write. Everything is so common, and whenever I see other people like movies, and I know, oh god, this is already written. Like, what is new in my book? Then I started this book, second book, and that's why you can see so thick. So this is my second book, which become more, means I start enjoying it, because in my mind it was my first book which I have to make perfect. So this book was like, okay, I know, and I'm writing it. And it took time. It took 1 month, only 1 month to write.
Okay, so before that, you have done lots of research while writing this non-fiction book. Yes. You might have done lots of research. So, yes. How was the research journey was going on?
It was depressive. Because our, like, you can see Hindu mythology, Hindu history is so big. Like from Satyug, if you go, it's so big, it's endless. Of course, I can say I have read only 1 or 2 books, and still I don't know how many loopholes are there. And most, like, biggest problem is like we see our mythology as a character. Okay, this is a character, and there is a hidden science in it which we ignore. Okay, so mostly, so that is the thing. Like, what is a science? So, and there is a lot of science, like people traveling on Viman and so many things, and we think that is already mentioned, but we are concentrating on a character. Okay, this character. So that I want in my coming book, which is like again on mythology only, in fiction mythology. I want to give like scientific part of it, like our mythology. What is the science in it? Okay.
So after that, you have written 1 more book, Torn Paths and Mended Hearts. So the title is really very, great title. I just read the title and I was like, okay. So what's the story behind that book? The title, the Torn Paths and Mended Hearts.
Okay, so I will tell you like the story starting. It's on a childhood love, you can say. So there is a boy who is in 9th or 10th, and he fell in love with a girl who is in 6th standard.
Okay.
So So that time they were like a childhood love, not like so much. Like as a senior, he's helping her and all, and suddenly she disappeared. And he didn't got. He asked his teacher and everyone like, where is that girl? No one knows about it. And then with time, means it's years goes, and he is now doctor in present. And that time if there is a patient come who is being raped.
Okay.
Means that, and when he go to treat her, it is that girl only.
Okay. So the story like childhood over and abuse.
Now he is in confusion, like there is no family to claim.
Okay.
Who is like, and now he was also searching for that girl in different way. Means she must be studying somewhere or her family stuff. So, but now she's in front of him with no parents, no guardian to claim, in that condition, and he is a doctor. And like this, and later after some time, that girl go in coma. Okay, and now he don't know what to do. He loves her also, and same time there is no family who came, and she's in coma. No one knows what happened. Still the police and all is behind the accused and all. So that is a story. And now she comes back from a coma, but she don't remember anything. And since he was taking care of her since 1 year, so again he fell in love with her. So that is a story. When she comes in from coma and she don't remember, now lots of people is coming. Someone coming as a husband, someone is coming as a father, mother. Who is really like, who should he trust? Because as a doctor, he is not a guardian. And she don't remember, so he cannot say like I love you or marry me. So there's a lots of conflict going on. So this is a whole story, and you will see lots of child trafficking areas and problems are covered in it. So the story will take you from like brothel, and then child organ trafficking. Lots of things is there. Like when a child is kidnapped, what happens next?
So what's the inspiration behind the story? Actually, I just want to know the inspiration. Where have you read some book like that, or while you were studying, so you read some article about this topic, so you wrote this? Was there any inspiration behind that?
Yeah. See, I have did one character also in my theater. Okay. When I was doing as an actress, I have did one character abuse. So that trauma was in my mind also. Okay. Because when you live a character or act a character, you just live that character. And I also went into a depression. I mean, that playing that girl. So that was in my mind first. And second, lots of news we see. And recently we have that Kolkata case and all. So lots of things was. So in this book, you will see it's a child trafficking and her path of healing. Okay. So this is not book about like villain is killed or like I have put like melded my psychology area also in it. What after that means once a villain is like justice is made, the criminal is killed or whatever, we as an audience don't know what happened if someone survived that. What is trauma that person will go. So this is what I want to show, this like the trauma behind like after that, and how to help these kind of people.
Okay, this seems a really interesting book. So I too might read this book. It's really very interesting. It seems
in the end you will see I've put in lots of things like as a means how they should be dressed, like how society should be behaving. Okay. It is not just killing the only killing the person or punishing that. We should help that kind of people. They are still hiding somewhere. So many girls are getting abused in a family also. I used to hear many times the stories from their friends and all. But and the smallest abuse can create a biggest trauma in our mind. Okay. So and if the girl which has been raped and so many things has happened with her, so how much trauma is. So as a society we have some responsibility which we never take care of. So that is like in this book, like family behavior, husband behavior. If there's a husband, what is like they should behave with.
So, as an already published author with 5 books, so what will be your advice to the new authors who wants to be an author but are stuck somewhere?
First, I will say don't struck because there is nothing perfect. Like today, life, since morning I was so afraid. Like I haven't come live since years. Means never. Like this is my first life, you can say, and I was thinking so much. Means what will happen, and I will able so many things was going on. But once I came live here, so slowly I can see. Okay, it is just like a normal. Like it is not something very big. So to the author, until and unless you will not write, like many people are stuck in their first book only to make it perfect. So once you write your first book, you will have more ideas. You can write second book to be a perfect, but until unless you will not complete it, you will not get feedback from the people, from the audience. You will not know what is your writing. There is no perfect book. You have to write. It will be good. It will be bad. If it's bad, it's okay. You can go for the second book. Why to stuck at a first book?
Okay, and there, there's also lots of genre, as you're writing fiction, blending mythology in it, and women fiction. So are there any other genres you want to try in the future?
Yeah, I'm trying for more mainly I want to go for mythology first, and then more will be psychology will be always be the part of my book. It will be always healing journey. There will be you will find. So currently I'm thinking of nutrition and all, because child nutrition and child psychology, because I have studied. It is not like something I'm going to work for job and all. I'm not going to do. So most probably I will come up with some non-fiction book on self-help book I'm planning on psychology, on child psychology, child trauma, and then child nutrition. So I'm like thinking to come trying that type of book also.
So are you yourself a reader?
Do you love reading books? No, I am not much of reader. I read mainly Ved and all. I'm not the person.
Okay.
Fiction book I never thought before that I will write, but it came and it happened simply. But it was never a part of my goal. So I read mainly. You can see this Rig Ved, Atharved. So I'm like much more of the very old soul, you can say.
Okay, so which book you have written, so do you have any favorite characters of yours in these books?
Since all are like from mythology, Mahabharat, and so as a writer, author, I like Ved Vyas, means because he is my inspiration.
Okay.
It took him years to write Mahabharat, from Satyuk to Draupadi Yug.
Okay.
He has written that. And that make him like so much of patience and all he has put in. So character wise, every character I enjoy. Like every human being is so special. We cannot choose anyone. I feel everyone is special. So favorite character, I cannot tell that this is my favorite character, because whenever I write a book, everyone is my favorite character. Even villains are my favorite character because they have their own story. So that is like favorite character. I cannot say like currently.
So in future it could be?
It could be, yes. Like whenever I write about fiction heroes and all, so currently my own like book hero Shaurya is there. He's my favorite character.
Okay.
So whenever I am writing about him, like romance or love story, so I also like go with my fiction character. We as a reader, means you like live with the characters.
The fictional man are always
real life people you will not like, because you will like the fiction character more.
So as you already told that you are working on so many projects right now in writing.
6 books is there, all are in draft, and I'm just trying to. It will complete.
So now or in coming future?
think question is
Yeah.
there.
So there's one question.
My child and all.
A guide for new or
Planning.
upcoming parent for child upbringing would be great since the world is changing rapidly than ever before, and there's so many tips on the internet about what's right or wrong.
Yes, yes. So that's why, like, why I do so many courses. I have so many courses now because I don't want to randomly think. Okay, they are giving. I want to go to expert and learn. Okay, and I suggest anyone. Means don't just go with the person's suggestion. They have their own life and journey. So you should, even if your parents. I feel because I have written this book, so there's a father, mother, and everything. So you should learn about it. Everything is even a parenting is same as like you are doing engineering, MBA or something. You should study about it. I feel this is my opinion. I don't know. So even anything that you should be going, you should go to the expert rather than taking suggestion from a random person. This is my suggestion. The internet don't go. So many wrong suggestions are there, and I will tell you, there was a book. Amazon, there is a book. I thought like there was a lady who is publishing book every day. I thought, oh my god, this is like, oh my, and I was shocked. I became nervous after, like, how to write. It took me 3 years to write, and someone is writing. Then I went and read that book. It was so much like from internet. We know so much of AIs and all. The book was so horrible, and it was, since I'm a mythology, I know have read so many wrong things written in that. Okay. So we must be careful nowadays because AIs are there. So you must go to an expert.
Okay. So in the future we can see some of your books on this topic also, psychology and psychology.
Because I have already studied, so what will I do now? So I will write a book only.
That's good. So just as you talked that there are already 6 projects in the pipeline for your track. You have written this in your draft. So when can we just see your coming book? This year is ending in the next year.
I will get a chance if I will be having power. Then I can bring that. But we have like you can see time will be there, editing and all so much of things will be. In this Mahabharat and Ramayana, so some strict action should be taken on this. No. It must be a choice. Why to miss it? See, everyone is different. Correct. Someone like everyone want to be. We all are different. So if I am a mythological book, if I am a mythological person, or I like to be like Indian history, doesn't mean everyone is want to write or read it. It is told now. Every book is not meant for everyone.
Yeah.
There's more audiobooks also available. Yes. Yeah. Audiobooks. Yes. So, like in psychology, I have read like every person is different. Someone is kinetic. Someone is like a audio person. Someone is a visual person. So everyone is different. So that is the reason a book, when it come in hard copy, it come in ebook, it come in audio version. So it is your choice. What you love to. Someone like work more on feelings. Correct. Like what I feel from the book. So it is like this book will be coming in audio also very soon. This book.
For your future, all the best, and I would really love to read some of your books as you have told.
I really need a review because unless no one will read it, how will I get to know it is good or bad? So that the changes I can make in my future books, if it is if some change is required.
As you are the part of TLB society also, so what's your experience over there?
Very good. Means when the day I have joined, I thought it will be simple, like many groups I am in like this, but I'm enjoying so many options they give. Like we have book fairs and interview, book publishing. So I'm loving it. Means I'm also getting to know as a new author, like where to proceed.
Okay, as there are so many other authors also, so you converse with them.
Connect with them, like-minded people. Many people don't understand author only. They're writing. The people who write, they only know how much difficult it is to write. So
it means enjoying in the being the TLB part.
I'm very happy. Thank you so much for this. Like it is like made me also confident to uh, what to say. After a long time, I have came live, and the camera fear which I was having. So today I think it is gone. Maybe it is not so perfect. I don't know how it is gone. But I know from next time I will be more confident.
Okay. And thank you so much for loving your society and being a part of TLB society. We too love to be here. And all the best for your future also. Now we have to stop the live and we'll really connect you when your new book will be published. Okay, so all the members, I know it's a choice, but what do you think? Also, one of the person asked, earlier he had asked the question about that everyone should read Ramayana and Mahabharata, but what do you think? If I tell you my views, so it's a choice, and if it's a choice, then like I love reading mythology, I love reading Indian history books. So it doesn't mean कि दूसरे भी पढ़ेंगे. I love reading women fiction, but I don't love reading fantasy books, sci-fi books. So it's always a choice. We can't just put someone or tell someone कि please just exert a pressure on someone. So it should be like that. It should not be forced. The reading should be a pleasure, not an obligation. You should not pressure someone to read a specific book.
And reading is something it cannot be a pressurized thing. Also means you cannot read on pressure until unless you really love the topic, because 400, 500 page, and that also in today's world on reels and all we can see.
Yeah, for children. Yeah, that's from.
What were you thinking when you started writing this book? I was thinking what to do with my knowledge. Means I have so much of knowledge of Indian mythology. I will not get job on this. So what should I do? Then I decided, okay, I will write. I decided I will write blogs and I will start Insta Reels. Mm-hmm. But that was not my goal because I have to become actress also. So I know what like author and is something I can write, and this I have written for myself first of all. Like I want to write, and then it became so good. So I think everyone should read it. And we don't have any books like this, on female. I have heard this Sudha Murthy one. Mm-hmm. Like she is my inspiration also, Sudha Murthy. So she told she had like very less books on female. Mm-hmm. This book is also like I think 10 or 15 females she has covered, and she also told I cannot find books on female. So after that, I started after seeing her interview, I've decided, okay, let me search if I can search and write. So this is dedicated to her also, Sudha Murthy. Maybe someday I can give her Pam. This is like for you. You are my inspiration.
Okay, are there any other questions?
Any other questions? No questions. What are you thinking? No.
So there are not any other question. So we should end this live. And all the best for your future projects. And we'll connect again when it will be done. Okay?
Yes, it was very nice. Thank you so much for calling me live. My fear is gone currently.
Thank you.
Because I was having so much of camera fear. Like 2020, I was on camera. Now it's 2024 ending. So finally 2024. Thank you so much.
It's okay. So the 2024 date.
One more question here. A guide for new upcoming.
I personally like when we get different perspective and take from the already popular books. But what's your thoughts on banning such books? Like there are lots of books which have been banned. What are your thoughts on that?
See, we are. Is it fine? Huh? We are not someone like in decide or ban anyone. We have we came. So I don't think so. Like everyone has their perspective. If we don't like someone, and I'm not the ruler of the earth, that I will ban the book. Okay. So I feel it's okay. You should decide what information we should take and what we should not take as an adult. There's so much of information, so many things overwhelmed, too much information era is this. So you should know what information you are taking in and which is good for your mind and means your mental health. So whatever you will read, if you read shit, they will shit on your mind, in your mind. I feel you should always grab good things around you.
That's a good thing. So that's why they always say to always read good books.
Yes, read good books. Books are so good friends. Human being you cannot trust, but books is something you can trust. So I am big fan of books. I don't have good, many friends. I have very less group, less friends I have, but all are very good. Whoever I have a friend, they are very special to me. And then I have my books. They are my best friends.
We all, as a reader, have our favorite books. Books are always our friends.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book. My favorite book is, there are lots of books, so I can't tell. It's Unwell Women. It's a non-fiction book. It's my favorite, and you should definitely read it. It's about how women were treated in medicine field from the past till yet. We are not diagnosed properly. So you will love it. It's Unwell Women. You should definitely. Yeah. Okay. So all the best and bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Joining with us.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.